I'm Rick Jones, the inventor of the Omega Stretch. If you are watching this DVD now, you have either bought or you are thinking of buying an Omega Stretch. What I'm going to do is show you how the stretcher is used and some of the advantages to owning an Omega Stretch over some of the other popular models. Now, we're going to go through a few different exercises we can do with the Omega Stretch. I'm going to show you 4 different ones that are going to basically cover all the muscles in your lower extremities. There are other stretches that you can do with this. You're not limited to those 4, but these are the 4 main primary stretches that are going to give you a good, quick, lasting stretch. Okay, the first one is the inner thigh stretch. Okay, now this is done a few different ways. First of all, the relaxed way and the good way to warm up, with the easiest way, is to take the handles and place them like so. What I'm going to do is, I'm bringing the plates in, I'm going to grab these in the middle, and I'm going to place my knees like so. Now as I do this, I can move these handles wherever I desire, and I'm going to let the plates go out, and as I do, I'm going to relax my legs, let the knees go out as far as they can, right? I'm going to bring my chest down this way. And as I do, see how I move my hips back and forth on this plate? Okay, as I move my hips back and forth, I'm changing the angle of the stretch. So I'm hitting my entire hip socket area, not just in a fixed position, but in a multi-position, this way. This is a good relaxed stretch. You can hold this for a long time, you know, and basically relax with this. As you move back and forth, it's going to give you more of a complete stretch on the inner thigh. This is one of your best warm-up preliminary stretches to the other ones that are a little more difficult. Next stretch, we'll work the hip adductor inner thigh stretch. What we're going to do is we're going to place one handle inside the center bar of the unit. Okay. Then we grab the handle and we place our foot to the outside edge of the pad like so. So the edge of the foot is even with the edge of the pad. I do the same thing on this one. Then I keep my weight straight over the bar, both hands, come down this way, and I use my body weight, gravity, to stretch my leg. Nice, slow, static stretching. Ease it down, okay? Come back up again, okay? Now you can do this once or twice. Each time you do it, you should be able to go a little bit further, okay? Okay, that's stretch number 2, hip adductor stretch, inner thigh stretch. Notice how my feet were flat on the plate when I did this, okay? Like so, stretching out. I keep them flat. It's okay to let them roll in a little bit, that's fine too. Okay, now after I come up from there, I'm going to put my heel in the middle of the plate and I'm going to point my toes outward like this. Now you'll notice when I do the stretch again, how my toes point up this time. What this does is it once again changes the angle, so I hit the hip adductors and I hit the hamstring also. Okay, so this is going to get me a little bit different stretch than the previous stretch was. Okay, so I ease down into it this way, and then I come back up. Okay, now up to this point we've done a pretty good stretch for the entire hip area, the hip socket area. On the knees, on the feet, changing the angles, rolling the hips back and forth. You should feel really good and loose inside here. Now the next one we're going to do is we're going to stretch the quadriceps, the hamstrings, the calves, the hip flexors, and the gluteus maximus. How we're going to do that is we're going to put the other handle in like so. Okay, now from this position here we're going to start on the knees this way. Okay, you're going to put your toes over the edge of the pad like so. Then I'm going to put my knee right here on the edge, right here on the floor, next to the track, as close as I can get to it, okay? Then I put my heel right here in the middle of the plate, and I let myself go forward this way. Now, what I can do also is I can pull this handle out, leave it plugged in here still, but pull it out so it's almost all the way out this way. As I grab the handle, I ease myself forward with my knee still on the ground and my instep still on the back plate. I ease myself down. From here, I lean forward. All right, that stretches the hamstring good. And then I push backwards. That stretches the hip flexor good this way, and the quadriceps really good, okay? So it gives you a good stretch. Now, when I do that, notice how I can take and roll my hip. I bring my right hip bone all the way over and touch this handle. By doing that, once again, I'm changing the angle a little bit, and I'm bringing more of my hip flexors into the stretch than I normally would from just a fixed lock position. So this gives me a little bit of flexibility to move in different directions and hit muscles that I normally wouldn't hit, okay? Back and forth like this, okay, as I ease down. Now, the next one, I want to keep my feet in the same position. However, I want to plug this in all the way. Grab the middle of the handle. Straighten this leg out and center myself in between the handles this time. This time I want to straighten my back leg more. And I just want to sink, let my center of gravity just drop this way. Okay? And as I drop, I spread my legs out. And I come back up, right, take a little pressure off, and ease back down again. Okay? I can move my hips like I was before. All right? Okay? And then, that's a good front and back splits. You really feel great in the larger muscles, okay?
Let me show you this over here.
Now, I'm going to do the same thing on both legs. Okay, once again, I'll put my left knee on the floor. I'll put my right heel on the plate this time. And I start off the same way I did before. Nice and easy. Keep the knee on the floor. Relax. Let yourself lean forward a little bit. I'm going to let myself, then I'm going to use the handles and I'm going to push myself back. See how I arch my back a little bit? By doing that, I really bring those quadriceps and hamstrings, or the quadriceps and hip flexors into the stretch much better. Okay, once I do that, I ease back up again. Okay, rest a few seconds. Then we do the next part, which is come up, center yourself between the handles, bring yourself straight down, and stretch this way. And back up again. These are some of the main stretches you could do with the Omega Stretch. Now, in caring for the product, what you want to do is a couple things you want to remember. As you can see, there's no cranks or hydraulics with this, so nothing's ever going to break on it. This is great for high volume use. Large people, small people, anybody can use this. Couple things we want to do. One is you want to keep these wheels greased up, put some WD-40 on them, just squirt a little bit in the casters here, and that'll keep everything moving really, really smooth. The other thing you want to remember is keep any type of dirt or debris free from the tracks here, okay? You can just lift up the end and take a brush and just scrape it like a shoe brush or something, or a whisk broom. Just clean the tracks out and keep any rocks or anything out of there, and that way everything will move really smoothly. And that's really all the maintenance that you need with the Omega Stretch. So these will last you forever, and we'll have a product that will do you a lot of good and help your flexibility tremendously. Thank you very much.